They're going to see you for the queen that you are, and they're going to celebrate that. And hello, and welcome to your Energy Escapades Tarot card reading, where we don't just look at what's going on in this situation, we see what we can do to improve the energy of the situation. So this reading was meant to be a love reading, and as I was looking at it, it became very clear that you, the Empress in this situation, you are going through an ending. I feel like, though, that you are okay with this ending. Like, you know deep down that this was meant to happen, that it needed to happen, that it had run its course, and you were integrating the ending of this relationship into your life. And it was definitely painful. It hurt, but you're working on yourself. You're working on your crafts. You're working on your passions, your hobbies, your things that you enjoy, and you're building up your abundance and your self-sufficiency. And you're working through that as you try to integrate all these things, because ultimately, you know that this was for the best. You know that this was the best decision for you, maybe for both of you. This was the best decision for you to part ways. And you're sad about it, but you have hope that things are going to be okay. You know that there's lots of options, lots of fish in the sea, lots of things. I don't think you just see this as a romantic perspective when you're looking at the options. I think you're looking at all the directions that your life can take, because you don't just define yourself in this element of romance, and you don't let who you're involved with be your definer of who you are, right? You have things going on. You have a life, and you have goals and ambitions, and you're working towards that. And even though this door is closing, I think you're looking at how many doors are now open and available to you, and all the different places that you can go and all the things you can experience. So you're coming at this from a really good perspective, a really healthy angle, even though it hurt, but you're still moving on. You're still focusing on you in the direction that you want to take. So you've clearly had things destabilized. Your foundation that you had has been destabilized, and it's feeling a little bit up in the air, but you are seeing it as this opportunity for many new things. You're looking ahead at that. You're planting seeds, and you're watching what might grow and what might come about, and just kind of following your intuition and trying to define your path. You are going to have that awakening, that call that comes to you. And when you have that awakening, when you feel that call, follow that. Because I think ultimately following that calling is what's going to lead you to your ideal partner that you're wanting and that relationship that you're wanting. Once you find that person, things are really going to take off. It's going to move very quickly. You're going to have a lot happening very fast, and you're going to start to plan and feel like wondering what direction you guys might take this. It's not necessarily, jumping in full force. Obviously, you have to take steps, right? But immediately you will feel that connection, and you will feel things moving very quickly, and that will make you start to wonder about, who this person could be. So this former relationship that you're healing from, you're going to heal from it, and you are going to be able to move forward and find somebody that excites you, and they're going to be much more aligned with your path and where you're wanting things to go. This new person that you get involved with, they are not going to stand in your way. It's possible that the person you were involved with before, maybe it felt like you had to hold yourself back. Maybe they didn't want you to do things that you really wanted to do, that you felt like would expand your horizons and improve your life and take you down the path that you wanted to take. They may have had some problems with that. But this new person that you're involved with, once you have that awakening and you follow that awakening, this new person, they're not going to do that. They're not going to hold you back. They're going to see you for the queen that you are, and they're going to celebrate that, and they are going to encourage that. They're going to want you to work on your projects. They're going to want you to pursue your passions. So the person that can support you is out there, and they are on their way to you. But the main thing that you need to focus on right now is just doing your own thing, deciding on that path, listening to your intuition, really feeling that. Listen to the call when it comes, and then your person will be there. So then I wanted to take a look at what you can do to optimize the situation. Like, what is the energy of the situation? What can you do to optimize it? And I got the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ace of Wands. So I think you have your ideas, the things that you want to work on. Continue to work on that. Continue to see if you can integrate them in a practical way. Start working towards them. I feel like you're going to have to be juggling some stuff. You've got probably your own career and paths that you're working on at this time. So integrating this new thing, this new interest that you have, it may require some juggling, but be sure that you go ahead and do that and follow what makes you feel like you're filled with hope and inspiration and renew, that really pours life back into you. That's what you want to follow and focus on, because that is ultimately your passion, right? That's the thing that's going to give you that spark, give you those seeds to plant, and ultimately lead to this awakening on your path. So if you do these things, it will help lead you, because we had that judgment card come out again. So you have that awakening that's coming. Follow that. Follow the little inkling that you have. Follow that. Even if it requires for you to kind of fight for what you want to do, I think you should do it. And I don't think you're somebody that's going to shy away from a challenge. So I think you should embrace that and go for it. This is a quick reading, but I hope you found some value in it. If you want to subscribe, feel free. And I will see you in the next one.